Hi everyone. So let's start with some basic stretches. So now bend backwards as much as your body allows and make sure that you are doing all the stretches slowly. Bend forwards and feel the stretch at the back of your legs, back of your thighs. Bend your knees. If there is too much of stress in the hamstrings, that is back of your thighs, that relieves the pressure on the low back area. So stretching the hamstrings prevents back pain. And this is a ragdoll pose. You just have to hang your upper body and let it loose. Feel the pull in the spine. It relaxes your cervical spine, thoracic spine, that is the neck and the upper back. Now with one leg in front, another leg at the back, rest your knee and try to look up. Feel the stretch in the left thigh in the front. This stretches your quadriceps a little bit and your hip flexors. And now the right side hamstrings are being stretched. So do each stretch for 3 breathing cycles. Pull your foot upwards to feel the stretch in the calf. Now we will do a trunk rotation. Try to raise your hand and take it back as much as possible. Feel the stretch in the front of your chest. Now come to the downward dog pose. Try to touch your heels to the floor and put your torso, the upper body, in between your hands. Push it towards your thighs. Bend your knees one by one. If your hamstrings are tight, we need to make it more mobile gradually. So don't push yourself too hard on this. How much ever your body allows, you can do that much. You can keep your knees bent also in the downward dog pose. Now same we'll do for the other side. Now the left leg is in front and try to feel the stretch in the front of your right thigh for the hip flexors and quadriceps. Quadriceps stretch gets better when we bend the knee in this pose, but that is for the next level. Same way, the trunk rotation. Try to bring your hand as back as possible. Rotate your upper body as much as possible. For how much ever longer you can hold it, you can start with 1 breathing cycle, progress to 2 breathing cycles for each pose. Stretch the hamstrings, pull the foot towards yourself to feel the stretch under the calf. Come back to the downward dog pose and feel the stretch again for your hamstrings. Doing this mobility exercise helps keep your hamstrings a little more mobile, your sciatic nerve. So basically most of the yoga poses are not just for your joints and your bones and your muscles, it's also for your nerves. Now come to child's pose. Relax yourself here. Catch a few breaths. And take your hand to one side, hands on top of each other, and try to touch your head to the floor. You will get a very good stretch on the side of your body. On the left side you're getting the stretch. Similarly, go to the left side to feel the stretch for the right side of your upper body. So when we do most of the exercises, we are doing planks, we are doing push-ups. So most of the body weight exercises require our hands to be in front. So these stretches will help relax the muscles that are being used in body weight exercises. Come to the puppy pose. This is a good stretch for your upper back and your shoulders as well. Touch your chin to the floor. Now we'll stretch the forearms. So point your fingers towards yourself, the palms facing towards the floor. Feel the stretch in the forearms. Do it as much as your body is allowing. Don't force yourself and do it very gradually. These are very delicate muscles, and doing these stretches prevents problems like recurrence or trigger fingers. Okay, so most of the exercises or work that we do requires our hands, so you need to stretch your hands, your forearms, slowly, gradually. Breathe deep as you stretch so that all these muscles get enough of oxygen as you stretch them. So thoracic rotation can be done in this pose as well, if you were not able to do with one leg in the front. Now we'll do the cat and camel stretch. So mobilizing your spine is also mobilizing your nerves. So your spine has a nervous system that needs a good oxygen supply. If you keep it stiff all the time, sitting and sleeping is all we do nowadays. Standing, sitting, sleeping, standing, sitting, sleeping. So just try to mobilize yourself, try to mobilize your body. Your body will really thank you. Now come to Palti position, and here again we will do a torso twist. So one hand is on the knee, that is trying to push towards the knee and rotate my body against the force, so I get a very good rotation. I try to push myself even more backwards how much ever I can on each side. So keep the hand on the knee and push the knee to help you rotate further. Similarly, in this I am pushing my knees so that I can pull my chest forwards as much as possible for me. So with the force of the hands on the knees, I am trying to bring my chest as much front as possible, and you feel a very good relaxation stretch in the upper back and the neck. Now just open up your Palti position. So the leg that is in front is my right leg. So bend forward as much as you can and feel the stretch in your hip. This is a very good hip opener, easy and simple. Do as much as your body allows. If you can touch your forehead to the floor, well and good. If you can't, keep your fist or just with your hands, just bend forwards with the support of your hands as I did initially. Or you can keep your yoga blocks if you have something firm to rest your forehead on. Similarly for the left side. Lean forwards and feel the stretch in the left hip. Do it gradually. Listen to your body. Don't force yourself too much. There is no competition here. We are our own competition. We need to do better than what we used to do before. So if this is the first time you're doing it, don't be too harsh on yourself. Do it gradually. Catch a few breaths. And gradually come back. It feels really good. Now we'll do the basic hamstring stretch. So here, try to make sure that you are keeping your lower back as straight as possible. So basically try taking your own videos when you're doing your exercises occasionally, so that you get a feedback from your own postures, whether you are doing it correctly or not. Sometimes we are quite confident that yes, we are doing it correctly, but it turns out otherwise. Okay, so now some stretches in the lying position. So this again is going to mobilize the sciatic nerve as well as your hamstrings. The proximal attachment of hamstrings is just in the butt. So if the proximal part of the hamstring is tight, it causes backache issues. So people who are sitting for long hours, please do these stretches. Three to 5 times. Bend your knees and try to straighten it as much as possible for each side. Move your ankle up and down to feel the good stretch in the back of your leg. As the sciatic nerve travels from the hip behind the knee and then goes till your toes. So we need to mobilize it completely. Now we'll do the half happy baby pose. So this is something that relaxes your hip, relieves a lot of tension around the hip area for people who are most of the time just sitting or just standing. So you have to basically open your hips. So take it outwards, hold the foot with the same side hand and take it outwards and try to straighten your knees with the help of your hand as much as possible. Then again relax it and again open it up. So here I am taking the leg outwards away from my body and also trying to straighten my knee. After all the stretches complete, go into Shavasana, relax yourself for around 5 minutes. Turn to one side and then get up. Thank you.